Hey, how you guys doing? So we're going to the 11th episode. Of course, if you want to watch it, you have to watch it through Crunchyroll with a premium subscription. And of course, as normal, we're going to have a poll that you can participate at the end of this video, where you rank the girls from Nijigaku, 1 being your favorite, 13 you being least favorite, and of course, we have some units included at that as well. So the last episode was just a sleepover and the girls messing around, so let's see what happens in this episode. So this episode starts and these girls are talking about the sleepover that just happened and how they had a lot of fun, but notably some girls are a little distracted, especially Kaden. We have Katsumi coming in and she had some big news saying that the school out club is becoming the school out department. So what exactly is a department? Well, they will explain for us, but basically that's not true. It's something they have to apply for, so Kasumi's like, ooh, whoops. But the idea is that it'll give them a lot of benefits, as well as things like larger rooms, official recognition. But I like, dang, they don't officially recognize you, even though you guys did a bunch of these big events. But they mean that there can be official recognition in terms of going to official events, kind of like Love Live. And, you know, that was their goal. They talked about it a while ago, but that's not it. So the girls going to think about it and not necessarily decide that. But should these girls go and try to do Love Live? Well, if you saw the opening, it's literally called Love Live Nijigaku. So you would think, oh, that'd be interesting if they went and did Love Live, right? It's literally in the name of the anime, right? But then, of course, there's another thing. If we continue playing, we can see the name of the club, of course, is Nijigasaki High School Idol Club. So if they went and became a department instead, what you see is Nijigasaki High School Idol Club, you would be Nijigasaki High School Idol Department. So I guess they would have to change the name of the group, which would kind of be odd, because it's no longer a club, it's becoming a department, which have more perks, but there might be some drawbacks that the girls have to contemplate. So the girls are going to think about it, and some of them are thinking like, are we going to be different if we become a department? Will that change them? Some other girls are thinking, well, should we do this? Because we can go do Love Live, and a lot of girls think, well, yeah, so then we can perform together as a group a lot. But for some girls, especially Nanju, she's not used to that. We have Kanen who's also thinking and contemplating a lot and being distracted. But these girls are also having something important, which is studying for tests. They have Mia helping her out. And one thing is, we get to see Riko while these girls are talking, is that she gets to see this poster here, which is referring to the student council president. And it's time to sign up for the election for that. And of course, Riko, we know, supposed to be the student council president, whilst it's not currently is. The story in School of Festival All-Stars has her fighting for and beating Setsuna for that. So we'll have to see, but it looks like she's definitely at least intrigued and she wants to apply for that. But then Kasumi is kind of fed up with all these girls debating and said she wants these girls to make a decision on if they want to be a department or not right here and now. A lot of girls are thinking, well, they like being solo idols and it's great to be able to perform with each other, but they still kind of like the idea of what the club implies, is that they don't have to be a set group together. They can perform as solo idols, but they can also perform as a group, but they mostly focus on the individuality. Each girl has their own kind of soul songs that they do. They perform as solo idols, but once in a while they can perform as a group, which is kind of the opposite of a lot of the other ones. So they're saying that for the sake of the future of the club, they would prefer it to be that way. So they don't want to be departmentalized, and that if future members, which, I mean, this group has expanded, will expand even more. Maybe, I don't know. That's another discussion for another time, and I guess that's something that's applied for the future. It might not be something where the group is going to grow even more, or we kick out the third years, add a new group of first years or something. But the idea is that they can focus on being solo idols and not being a part of a group. Like, if you think about Muse and Aqua, they perform as a group, which allows them to do Love Live. They can perform as a group, but they don't really do kind of subunit things, or they don't do solo idol songs. They just don't do that, and that's the special thing about these girls. That's what makes them different from them, and they like that aspect of that. So that's what makes them unique. So they decide officially they want to stay as a club and not a department. So following that day, we see kind of an official confirmation that they aren't doing it. Haruka and the other clubs there are going to do the pre-selection, which is a part of the Love Live. So she's going to cheer them on, but that's it. They're not going to be joining. One thing that goes on discussion is these two girls are talking to Mia, and they're like, wait, we just realized, aren't you going to leave? Because you're here for short term, but Mia's like, nah, I got my dream here. You girls help me realize that. Then we have Kanan going to talk to the other girls, and we get to see that Nanju is saying that she is trying to become more like the other girls, where she is learning to enjoy the company of other people and perform for the sake of them, not for yourself. That's kind of the evolution she had in the All-Star story, and we don't get to see it that much here, but basically, yeah. But these girls are then going to try to help her become what she wants to be. Then we have Setsu and Shiriko discussing about the upcoming election to be the student council president. And Setsu says she's not running because she has accomplished what she wanted to do as that role. And that basically she's done and she doesn't care anymore. She'd rather be focusing on being an idol, and that's what she wants to focus on. And that opens the window for Shiriko because Shiriko says she wants to run for that position. That, of course, is a contrast to the All-Star story where, of course, this happened before Mia Nanju existed, where she ran and basically said, well, you suck at being the president, I'm going to do a better job. And she basically ran against Setsu and won and kicked her out. You know, controversy and mean stuff, which seems to be completely inexistent in this version of the story. So in the anime, they just throw away all the conflict and just took the mellow route, no fighting. So Shiriko, instead of fighting and stealing position, just like, here, take it, I don't want it. Very interesting. So then we see Kaden, who's continuing to be distracted. She walks around. These girls said they want to play for Nijigasaki. I don't think that we're going to see him again, but who knows. But she's walking around, and then eventually Emma and Kanata walk up to her and realize that she's been very down about something. And Kaden goes and explains to her is that they're the third years. They will be the first to leave the club. And of course, we are around that episode. This is where a lot of people expected for these girls to talk about. It's, you know, they're going to graduate. And in all the anime, these girls are going to have to realize their time's coming to close. And, you know, it's not great to have that because, you know, all the memories and moments they had together. But, you know, also it makes sense that these girls are going to be a little sad about that. So instead of the girls trying to feel sorry for themselves, they decided that they should try to capitalize on the moments they have left with each other and try to do something. While they're discussing, the bridge behind them lights up. This is the Niji Bridge in Odaiba. This is shown like a bajillion times in the anime, so you shouldn't be surprised that it exists. But it lights up, which definitely makes me think of something which I'll discuss very soon. So then the girls decide that they sent out an idea. Kanen has an idea about a new event. So the girls get really excited and they plan to head out. And this starts playing in the background. Did you catch that? If you don't know, this is a reference to Mirai Harmony. Yes, that old PV way back in the day is the second PV after Tokimeki Runner, so it's cool to see that they are referencing that moment. In fact, there's going to be a lot more scenes that they are going to be referring to that PV, so let's go look at a bunch of the scenes that are actually referencing that PV. For example, here, we had Kanata sleeping on this, so let's go ahead and show that scene. Of course, there's another scene where these girls are running. Of course, Mia didn't exist back that time, but they definitely had a reference to that scene, so let's show that one as well. So I gotta say, it was really cool to have it in here. Of course, it's not an actual performance, but the fact that they had a lot of scenes referring back to the PV was really great to see. And also, pretty underrated song. I do recommend listening to it. The PV is just the first segment of the song, so it's pretty short. But I gotta say, it was definitely a song that I come to enjoy as more time goes past on. So I do really thought this was cool for it to be in here. So then all the girls join up and kind of talking about that they will have their first concert of the club. So that's going to be pretty interesting to see. And past that, the girls have done their exam, so they can probably more focus on this. Kasumi gets 55. She's really proud about that. That's very much enough, but okay. Good job for her. Mia's disappointed because she works hard to tutor her and she didn't do very well. But she's very happy. She didn't fail, I guess. And kind of got the exact same score, so good for her. So then past that, we have Ayumi getting email. They don't actually show anything. All we get to see is this face. So I don't know, maybe it's she's got blackmailed by someone with a picture of you and Setsuno hugging or something. I don't know. We'll have to see what that means. And here's a little look at their concert that they're announcing. We have all the girls, but don't know what it's going to be. But definitely look forward to seeing that, which will probably have the group song. The last thing we get to see is that Yu's looking at this poster, which is talking about the composing contest, which is going to be at the same time as the concert. So we're going to have a conflict there. With a preview next episode. And that's all we get to see. It doesn't really tell me much. We got 2 episodes left, so they're going to have the concert. Yu's going to probably have a conflict and seeing if she wants to be at the concert or if she wants to do that composing contesting. So it's going to be in conflict with those on what is her interest. Of course, this is kind of reminiscence of Riko's, where she wanted to do the piano, but she also wanted to be with the girls, but of course she ended up doing piano, but she wasn't able to perform with the girls. But Yu doesn't sing. It's not the end of the world. I mean, she performed the piano in Tokyo Mega Runner was the girl, so I'm sure she wants to be on stage with them. So we'll have to see if she's gonna be there, but I think it's nice if she's there, but I don't think it's like end of the world or something. But we got to see what she prioritizes and how the girls will react to this if she ever tells them. But I'm sure she probably will. I'm sure the girls will, root for her, even if she goes to do the composing. And I think that's important for her to be able to go to the competition to help her grow. But we'll have to see what they end up deciding and if it's going to be similar to Aqua Route or not. But beyond that, we have the concert. Probably going to be a new group song. Maybe they'll have little snippets of older songs. But that's probably my guess. Still haven't had Rebirth though. And we only got 2 episodes left. So I'm not sure how that's going to go in there. Maybe they're going to have Rebirth plus a group song. Or maybe they'll just have Rebirth. But I'm going to guess Rebirth and a group song somehow. Maybe episode 13? Maybe? I don't know. Maybe they're going to decide that, oh, we're going to do Rebirth and we're going to perform this concert. And we're going to have a group song. And then we're going to have a sub-unit song for Rebirth or something. But I don't know. Those are currently my guesses. And then we, of course, have to potentially deal with the graduation ceremony. If these girls are going to leave. Or maybe that just won't happen. They'll end on that concert. I don't know. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. What are your predictions for the last 2 episodes? We had episode 12 and 13. What are your predictions is going to happen? What's going to be in there? What's not going to be in there? Let me know all about that in the comments below. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. And I'll catch you guys in another video soon.